What's going on, everybody? It's me, Willie R3. Welcome back to the channel. I thought I would throw something together, not for you so much to enjoy or look at, but because of what I have to say. I wanted to come to the Soul Fuel family, or those of you that follow me in my ministry. I want to let you in a little bit, and I probably should have put this on the Patreon, maybe, or the membership. But I'm gonna go ahead and just give y'all this tidbit. It's been rough over the last year, 2024. All right, I lost my job in February of 2024, and from there, I didn't really know what to do. I thought that I could double down on church stuff and really make it happen and really see if that I could make that a source of income. But that didn't happen. That was, in fact, that was a, I don't know, that was a fairy tale. That was a fairy tale. And, um, you know, I wish one day would come where I could really just focus on, being a pastor, and that be my, um, main source of income, that the church take care of the pastor. But you know what? I'm not messed up with that not being a thing right now, as I am pastoring an online church, which is Creation Church, dot online, Creation Church online. And it's cool. It's rewarding in a lot of ways. It's really rewarding because of how it will be in the end. I will receive my crown. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know how good God is. How good God is. Everything that I've been teaching, everything that I've been preaching, I've been doing my best to live it. And one of those things today is trusting God. I talked about it. I talk about it almost every morning on the live stream. You got to trust God. You got to trust God no matter what you're going through. And so, with that being said, being out of work all of the majority of 2024, I get to November, I get a part-time job at the Home Depot. The Home Depot. And it doesn't pay well at all. I do phone sales. I'm at the pro desk. Basically a glorified cashier, as I said it, and some of you already know, as I've shared. And so it's still been tough to kind of meet rent. There was one day last year, I believe in December, that I had a hard conversation with my landlord. It wasn't really a hard conversation. I listened to him, but as I was talking to him, I just cried. Like, he didn't know I was crying, but I just cried, because it's difficult. I did apply for jobs last year. I did do my best to, follow up, and then some of those jobs I saw on LinkedIn, and I tried, and there was no answer. I basically I didn't get it right. There were so many things that didn't happen, and I'm like, okay, this is unlike 2021, when I was not doing what the Lord called me to do, when I wasn't preaching, when I wasn't doing this or that. Oh, I've been doing it. I've been doing it. And of course, there are other things that I could step up in, and I've been making strides at it. But I just was really, really upset with myself. It was a combination of things. And more so, the fact that I, I did not want to have this conversation, and I knew it was going to come, and I couldn't. I was not upset with my landlord at all, because he's been more than generous. He's been more than fair. He's really been an angel. He's really been a godsend. And so the frustration was with me. Like, what did I do? What have I been doing? Why have I not gotten to a place where I need to be on YouTube, on TikTok? Well, I wouldn't really count TikTok, but even Facebook, like, just my career in filmmaking. I was just really trying to figure that out, and being frustrated with the fact that I'm not where I want to be. And I'll be halfway to 40 this year. Halfway to 40. And I'm still young. And I'm not chasing the clock. I just wonder about how far I would say then I was wondering about how far I should have been. Right. And so I just wanted to come to y'all to tell you that God is good, that I was having this conversation with my landlord because I'm like 2 months behind on rent. Thought it was gonna be a third month. Ended up paying one the that current month, and I didn't worry about it. But there were moments where I thought about it. There were moments where I thought about it, and all I said, and I literally said this the other day. This year, I said it this year, knowing my situation, knowing what it is my wife, she still has her income and I have like this little part-time income. I was like, Lord, you know all things. You know that I need you. I didn't beg him. I was not in a place where I was crying about it, even because when I was crying on the phone with my landlord, I was just really frustrated and not wanting to be put out, because he said if this continues, you know um in a certain month, I'm gonna have to invite you out. Like, he didn't even want to say that, but I totally understood it. And he was like, "Is that fair?" I was like, "Absolutely, man. It's more than fair. Like, I appreciate it." That's all I could really tell him in that moment. And coming up for this month, I was trying to figure it out. Like, what am I gonna do? I don't really have these conversations with my wife because I think that's the man part of me. That's the husband part of me. Um, I wouldn't say it was pride. Because I do talk to her about it and we do have a conversation. But I wanted to figure it out. I wanted to figure it out and then present my idea, see what she thought about it. But long story short, I checked the mail today, and um, there's a company that I was using to um, get my credit score back up. They fight for you. They send the letters that they need to send. I don't think I want to say the company name, but I I opened it up, and my wife had one too. I opened it up, and it was a check. It was a check, and it was enough to pay rent and a bill. Come to find out, I'm looking at the check and I'm like, is this real? And then I read it, because the first thing I do, I look at, I'm a visual person. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, is this real? And it was. It was a settlement check for the company that I had just thought about reaching back out to get back started with the process of cleaning my credit and doing what I need to do to to get that situated again. But it was a check, and it was enough to pay the rent, and I can pay it close to the time that it's due, that it was due on the first, right? And then the man he takes my word for it. That's the whole thing about integrity. That's a whole nother conversation. But he takes my word for it about my movie, and I'm like, my movie is gonna sell. Like, I've got a premiere coming up, and that's how I'm gonna make the money back. And now, that's the plan. That's the plan. And so I've been working really hard, and it seems like the devil really been fighting me with getting it made. Um, yeah, I would say it's the devil, because he's just using people, using situations and circumstances that people get into. It's not to say that anybody's a devil. Nobody's a devil, but they can behave like one. Um, but it's just really been a fight. It's really been a fight, and I'm gonna get it done. And so I just wanted to jump on here and let y'all know that God is good. I got a song called God is Good on this new version of the album that I lost due to knocking over my drive that had all of my songs on it. I can really say God is good for real. I've always been able to say that God is good because I see him operate every single time. And it was just about waiting, but serving while I'm waiting. What do you mean? How are you serving? So when I say wait on God, I mean like keep doing what it takes to serve him and keep doing what it takes to serve others. Because when you serve others, you're serving God and you're honoring him. And so I'm just grateful, y'all. I'm just grateful. And I just yelled in victory, and I found out, and then seeing my wife got one too because I had her on that on that account as well. So they sent her a check too. And so I listen, when people try to say all these little goofy things about there is no God, the Bible is this, the Bible is that, well, you're gonna have a you're never going to be successful at trying to convince me that God isn't real, that Jehovah does not live, that he does not work. He's always working, y'all. He is always working. And so I just want to encourage somebody to let you know that in this year 2025, you got to live life on purpose. You got to do it because you have to. That's a part of the fruit. When you say you know him, you behave like you know him. All right. So again, I'm out. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I hope this blesses somebody. I hope it encourages somebody to let you know, like, listen, no matter what you are going through, God is in control of the situation. He will not leave you nor forsake you. All right. And as always, live life on purpose by faith. Be filled. Peace.